I'm Leila. So today we have a Fire Knight 10 showcase, Fire Knight Hard 10 showcase, by the way, from DaGreer. So check out this fun team. It is also going to incorporate Lonatharil, who happened to be one of the, I think, Fusion champs last year or something like that. Fun to see him used in more content. I do use him in Doom Tower, I think, versus the Scarab, if I recall. He can basically like solo the Scarab for me is what I do with him. But check out this team. So we have Lonnie and Cardiel. Both of them have their team up ally attacks, right? That's going to help on the Fire Knight Hard. We do have Newt, Kymar, and just for fun, we have a +4 Foley in here, which, just to point out, +4 Foley isn't required, but we do have a +4 Foley in here. So let's check out their stats before we hop into Fire Knight 10 Hard. So Foley does have a Savage and a Perception set on, right? And looks like he does have one specialty accessory. Looks like he has a reaction banner. And let's check out his stats. So also remember that we're doing Fire Knight. So here's our additional area bonuses. For Foley, he's almost at 43,000 HP. He has 5,700 attack, 3,200 defense, 281 speed. He's not crit capped, which is fine. We have 339% crit damage, 237 on the resistance, 416 on accuracy, and then 12% here on the ignore defense. And you're also going to see, look at that, we got a 5-star blessing on him. I want to say he's fully booked, and his blessing is going to be Phantom Touch. Has a chance of inflicting bonus damage to an enemy whenever he hits enemy targets. And obviously if he hits multiple, which he does have an AoE, it only attacks one of them. So look at that. So that gives us 15% chance of inflicting bonus damage, all the way up to actually 75% because we have a 5-star on this. Attack plus 300, 200 to Lego. So we have 200 for him. HP plus 1,000, and then crit damage is an additional 10% as well too. So there we go. And then masteries. Let's go take a look at his masteries. So we have offense and support. So what you don't see behind me is we have kill streak, and then we have Giant Slayer as the T6. All right. So that's going to be Foley. Next up is Lonnie. All right, so we're going to see that he doesn't have full masteries, which is okay. We're going to get to that in a minute. So Lonnie is built in a lethal set, 4-piece. Is crit rate plus 10%, ignores 25% of enemy defense. And then looks like we have just 2 individual pieces after that. So for his stats, we have, let me grab Fire Knight. There we go. We have 91,000 HP, 2,000 attack, 2,400 on the defense, 270 in speed, not crit capped again, which is fine. We have 280% on the crit damage, 217 resistance, 178 accuracy, and then 12% on the ignore defense. He's not blessed, which is fine, but I want to say he is fully booked. He is. And we did take a quick peek at his masteries. So again, basically DaGreer just wanted to get him to where we got his T6. So what you don't see behind me is we have Methodical, Kill Streak, and his T6 is going to be War Master. All right, that's Lonnie. Next up, we're going to have Cardiel. So Cardiel, you're going to see that he's actually in 1 set of speed, and then looks like just some mixed stuff after that. For the amulet, we do have a reaction amulet, which is a chance to change a crit into a normal attack, which is fine. And then let's check out the stats. We're going to add Fire Knight. So we have 45,600 HP. We have 3,900 attack, 2,900 on the defense, 343 speed, not crit capped. We do have 255% on the crit damage. We have 319 resistance, 154 accuracy, and then 12% on the ignore defense. Now again, I want to say fully booked, which is right. Ally speed in all battles. And then we have Phantom Touch again for Cardiel. So because it's only going to be a 3-star, that's going to give us plus 20 on the attack and a 30% chance of inflicting bonus damage. And then for his masteries, we're going to be down to offense and the support with Methodical, Kill Streak, and then War Master as the T6. Okay. It's going to be Cardiel, Newts. Again, probably one of the better fusions we've had in a while. I think a lot of people agree, and he's basically built for the Fire Knight. So you can see he's in Savage, and then we have 2 just mixed pieces here. For his stats with the area bonus, 46,000 HP, 2,300 on the attack, 5,000 on the defense, 263 in the speed, crit capped, 271% crit damage, 245 resistance, 367 accuracy. That we do have 12% on the ignore defense. For him, again, I'm going to say fully booked. He is. So for this one, we actually have Soul Reap is what we're going to have for the blessing. When this champ hits an enemy target, decreases their HP to a certain threshold, a Reaper appears and deals extra damage equal to the remaining HP. The Reaper also ignores defense, as well as all damage reduction skills, effects, and bonuses too, right? So we have target HP threshold is 8%, and this also gives Newt an extra plus 500 attack. Okay. And then for masteries, we have down the offense and the support. With being behind me is Methodical, Kill Streak, and then Giant Slayer is going to be the T6. Okay. And then last one in this comp is going to be Prince Kymar. So you can see Prince Kymar is in a lethal set. So again, we have crit plus 10%, ignores 25% of enemy defense. And he actually is in a crit damage set as well too, which is crit damage plus 20%. We do have one specialty accessory here. It's a blood shield ring. Gives wearer should equal to 5% of damage after attacking. So for stats, we have 41,000 HP. Oops, sorry. Let me grab this. 1 second. Okay, 41,000 HP, 3,900 attack, 3,100 on the defense, 249 on speed. Not crit capped, which is fine, but we have 314% on the crit damage, 197 on the resistance, 192 on the accuracy, and then 12% on the ignore defense. Now, he does not have a blessing or anything, but he's got his books, which is what I figured. And then masteries, we're going down the offense and the support. So what you don't see behind me is that we have Methodical, Kill Streak, and the T6 for Kymar is going to be War Master. So this ends up being the full team that we are going to be taking into Fire Knight Hard 10. Like I said, interesting and new and kind of different with having Lonnie in here. Lonatharil, again, for his... Here we go. So we have increased crit damage and teams up with all allies to attack a single enemy, which is really nice here. Also, this isn't really going to help because, Fire Knight doesn't do shields or anything like that. But we do like destroying max HP. You know, that kind of stuff is great too. And he does also have his shields. But we really like him being able to do kind of this ally attack, just like Cardiel. Cardiel also has his ally attack. So this one here? Here we go. Increased crit rate, increased crit damage, and then teams up with allies to attack a target. And his AoE. Yep, the AoE is also going to be good for wave clear as well. So what we're going to do is let's go run Fire Knight Hard 10. All right, guys, here we are. So we are in Fire Knight Hard Stage 10. You're going to see here is the team we were literally just talking about. Cardio we're going to have is lead because we have increased ally speed in all battles by 19%. There is our Lonnie. We have Kymar, Newt, and Foley. So let's take a look at the presets before we actually get into this. All the way down here. So we have Fire Knight Hard 10. Round 1, Cardiel. We have him set up basically just for his Heavenly Host, which is the increased crit rate, increased crit damage buff, and also does the ally attack as well too. We're shutting off the other stuff, right? We only want him doing it once. Kymar, we only want him doing Phantom Fire. We want to save his reset, right? Lonnie, we're going to have him do his Flicker Barrier, which is the AoE shield. We're going to shut off the other abilities, and we just want him focusing on his A1. Foley, we're going to do Sealed Fate, which is the AoE. And then Newt's, we're basically just have him do his A1, which hits 3 times and decreases turn meter, okay? So round 2, we only want Cardio doing Cow the Wicked. Kymar, we're still going to keep his reset off. We're going to end up using it on the actual Fire Knights, but we are going to do the AoE Poison is how we're going to start off with Kymar. Lonnie, we want him doing his Flicker Barrier, and we do not want him using his A3 at all, but we'll let him, you know, he can reuse this again if he has to. Foley, we're just shutting off his Bio Disruptor, which is the 4 times with the Leech. And then Newt, we're going to have him do Fury of the King, which is the AoE decrease attack weaken and also as a counterattack on him. We're actually going to shut off Blessed Bash this time, okay? So then now we're at the Fire Knight. We are going to start with Heavenly Host for Cardiel, which increased crit rate, increased crit damage. And that's going to be the ally attack, right? So everyone teams up and decreases cooldown of the skill if the enemy is killed, which is not going to happen because we're on the boss. But also keep in mind the shield is up, so we want to knock the shield down. We are going to do Kymar's Reset. All right, it's the first thing we're going to do. Lonnie, we're going to go Finest Hour, which is increased crit damage on all allies and teams up with allies to attack a single enemy. So again, we have the double like team attack, right? Which is going to help with the shield between Cardiel and Lonnie. Foley, we have the Bio Disruptor. So this time we are going to do the multi-hit again, right? So we have the multi-hit with the Leech. And then Newt, we are going to do Blessed Bash, which again is going to be a multi-hit for 3. So that is going to be on the Fire Knight. Let's roll. And yeah, so this time we do have super raids. Considering it's not like CVC or anything like that, we're going to keep the super raids on. Kind of weird, you guys think, huh? That during CVC, super raids and dungeons don't count, but they do in Faction Wars. Kind of weird, right? All right, so 16 seconds through wave 1, so we're going to be on to wave 2. So far, so good. Look at that. We got the double Teomesius. I actually just recently did her lore story on my lore story channel. Hers is sad. Some of these Skinwalker stories, guys, I gotta say is sad. And Teomesius definitely is one of them. It's a sad one for sure. Okay. All right, so we're on to the boss. That took 42 seconds to get to the actual Fire Knight. So here we go. So we have our team attack, trying to knock the shield down. Beautiful. Another team attack. Between Cardiel and Lonnie, there's the shield. Shield is dropped. Newt decreasing the turn meter. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. The ally attack. Good. And so we keep knocking down the turn meter a bit too. So Fire Knight hasn't swung in yet. There we go. Decrease turn meter. Newt goes again. Beautiful. Look at that. All right, minute 21, new best time. Bim, call Leila the record breaker. Well done, DaGreer, well done. So look at that. Look at Foley and Newt. We have 1.5 mil on Foley, 4 on Newt. But look at Lonnie. Lonnie almost has a mil himself. Yeah, it's very, very nice. So again, considering with this guy, like these these team attack, these ally attacks are really, really useful. Lonnie was a fusion champ, if I remember too. So kind of teaming him up with Cardiel to basically like knock these shields down, get the champs in there so they could try to keep decreasing the turn meter is great. Really, really good. Love it. And I do love being able to get a new best time as well. DaGreer, thank you so much for this showcase, guys. Drop me some comments down below. You know, have you used Lonnie for anything else? And thanks so much for watching.